Scammers will always be busy coming up with ideas of how to scam the next person. But that does not mean you have to fall prey every time they try to scam you. How do you avoid being scammed? Comment down below with your strategies. Hello good people, hope you're doing well. Jessie is my name, and on today's video we're going to talk about how to avoid being scammed. In our previous video we talked about different ways of financial scams, and of course we have to get ways of avoiding the scams. If you have come across this channel for the very first time, we talk about finance, personal development, travel, and charity. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider subscribing and join the Jest Nation. Straight on to the video. We talked about different types of scam: phishing scam, investment scams, lottery scams, employment scams, and charity scams. Which one have you ever fallen prey of? Comment down below. Here is how to avoid. We're going to discuss each. They are kinda related, but it's better to just address each at a time. And we're going to start with phishing scams. How do you avoid it? Be cautious of unsolicited emails and messages. If you're not expecting an email from a specific person, specific company, be very careful. And when you receive an email from an organization you're not very sure about, do not be quick to open and download the content. Of course, you need to verify the sender. Most of the time they use big companies, so you need to be certain that the big company is actually the sender. And in case you have no business with that company, you may need to just check through if that company really exists, especially also if you have never heard about them. The next thing is check the message for spelling and grammar errors. Those messages will always have errors. I don't know whether even as people have now been alert that they come with errors, they are still making the errors. I don't understand. What do they need to do to stop making the errors? Because if people are talking about errors and grammar being the issues, that's something they can fix if they are really smart. But then I always say again, these people who are working very hard to scam people, to do bad things, if they put that energy towards positive vibes, trust me, they would go far. The next thing is, do not provide your personal information via email or text, that is messages. Let me tell you, even if it is your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your spouse, everyone in your family, ask for the information via text. Call that person. Give them the information verbally. Sometimes information may be requested at gunpoint. And you see, if you just send, that means the person is just going to use it. When you call someone, sometimes it's also to listen to their tone. If you're at gunpoint, you can't be able to say I'm at gunpoint. But if you sense some discomfort in the person when they're talking to you, that's also a red flag. The next thing is use two-factor authentication on your phone, on your emails. Of course, your phone, you can add passwords to your bank app, to your other financial related or other sensitive apps. To your email, you can add two-factor verification, and that way you are able to safeguard your information and to also safeguard yourself from the scammers. And in case someone tries to log on to your email, they will not be able to log in. Next, investment scams. How do we avoid them? Be careful of random investment ideas. Someone just comes to you, tells you there is an offer to invest in a certain company and it's giving XYZ returns. Number one, if the returns are too high, think twice. If the returns are too high, think twice. If the returns are unrealistic, maybe you're going to get your returns in a week, in a few days, think twice. Don't just accept information, just also scrutinize the information before you consider it. If you get any investment ideas, research on the legitimacy, research on actually if there's such an investment. Sometimes it may be there, but it's not legitimate. So be sure it is there. Check the reviews of what people have to say about it. Don't just believe what they say. Reviews are very helpful. Actually, reviews are important in everything, because if you check reviews, sometimes you may help yourself avert finding yourself in a situation. Although, like I said in a previous video, some reviews can be staged, but you will not miss genuine reviews in the process. Watch out for high sale tactics. Someone may come with some sort of a hurry. You see, we have 2 days. You have to invest in the next 2 days. You have to pay within 24 hours. You have to do this. The moment you see someone pushing you to do something, think twice. Think twice. Why is there a hurry? I need time to think whether this is something I want. I need time to think and understand how this thing works. But if you're pushing me, giving me unrealistic deadlines, crazy deadlines, I will have to think twice. The next thing is when you're promised high returns and low risk, that's a guarantee there is a problem. Any investment which has high returns has equally high risks. You should be ready to either make more money or to lose everything. I think one of the investments that is similar to that, it's not a fraud, but this forex trading, they say there is a possibility you can make money just like that, and you can lose money in the same equal measure. Those are things you need to look at to just be sure that indeed there is a possibility, and indeed this is a legitimate and a realistic investment. The next thing is, do not invest in something you don't understand. I will also use the same thing of the forex trading. If you do not understand how it works, unless you're very sure that your person who is helping you will give you returns, do not try. You can take time to learn and understand, even if you will engage a third party to do the business for you, but at least you know what you're doing. Ensure you fully understand what you're getting yourself into before you get into it. Seek advice from experts. A financial advisor in that field would be able to give you advice. And please be on the lookout for those people who advise you on the basis of what benefits them. For instance, you may find someone giving you the benefits of something because they're going to get a return from it, and they don't fully explain to you what it entails. It's not just that you're seeking advice, but you need to seek independent advice where there is no gain that other person who is giving you advice is gaining, and they're not going to use the information they know to their advantage and to your disadvantage. Maybe you invest, yes, maybe you can get even those returns, but they are not as compared to what they had promised you. And the moment you're inside, if it's a commission they have earned, their commission, and you're not their interest. They're in business, they're out there to make money, they're out there to grow their portfolio. Be wary. To avoid lottery scams, hey, this one is also a big one. You receive a message you have won 100,000, but you need to pay 500. It's actually too negligible. But if you ask 100 people to pay 500, how much is that? They will just send you a random message and ask you, send money to this number to claim your reward, or you need to pay this much to claim your reward. Just be on the lookout. In these modern days, especially like in our country, Kenya, you can be able to ascertain the legitimacy of a business. If they're genuinely a business, instead of giving you an M-Pesa number of an individual, they should be having a pay bill. That is the least you can get if you want your business to have a proper image. Do not pay to claim a prize. If someone tells you you have won, not pay. If I have won a lottery, it's fine. Give me the money. If you want to charge, deduct from that money. But don't start telling me to pay before I can get my prize. That is a scam. The next thing they will say, give us your information so that we can send the money. They're asking about your account details so that they can wire the money. And in the process, they might end up asking for more information. Not just your account number, but more than that. And on that note is when you realize, why? This guy is just asking for more than they need and they're about to scam me. That is one of the things you look out for. The next thing is verify the legitimacy of the website. If they're alleging to have a company, go online, check if such a company exists, check if they have such prices they give, and check the reviews. Once again, the reviews are very important because when people are disappointed, they come back and give feedback. This one is very sensitive. Use common sense. How do you get an offer for a lottery you have not participated in? They say common sense is not common to everyone, but please let it be common to you so that you don't lose money unnecessarily. If you never participated in any lottery, how did you win? Are you saying that you have miracles coming your way? Be on the lookout. The next one is employment scams. Of course, the number one is someone will ask you to pay to get the job. Do not pay. Actually, in most organizations you'll find in their website they have indicated that you should not pay. They do not charge anything for you to get a job. If you get a random job offer, think through. Of course, you can consider it, but you need to think through so that it's not another scam. If you receive the offer or you're trying to find an offer, check through to ensure that the company actually exists. And if it does, whether what they say like you may be given a job offer, which is weird because that company deals in something else. The moment you establish the information, you are able to make a conscious decision. Do not pay to apply for work unless you're engaging an employment agent. I don't know, I've never tried one. Actually, if you have, comment down below, we know whether they actually work. Have you ever gotten a job from those employment bureaus? Of course, do not provide personal information to anyone. And again, use common sense. As much as common sense is not common to everyone, make it common to you. The last one is charity scams. You need to ascertain whether the charity really exists. Do not donate to unsolicited messages. Those random messages asking you for help, I don't know who is sick, I don't know what, do not respond. First, get to ascertain the legitimacy of the charity. You can donate in kind if you feel like you really want to donate and you're not very sure about the charity. So people will still eat. Perhaps maybe if you donate food, if you donate maybe something else, they can still eat. Of course, do not provide personal information for purposes of charity, the alleged charity, and also use common sense. If you see a suspicious charity, if you see someone collecting money and not accounting for it, that is a red flag. If you collect money from people, you need to account for the same money to the same people. Do not collect money and keep quiet. Because in any case, if you go back, they don't know what you're using the money for. They don't know whether you're scamming them. It is very important to ensure that you are accountable for your event. This is actually applies to life. Be accountable for your own actions. If you have watched this far, thank you so much. May God bless you for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. On this channel, we talk about personal development, travel, finance, and charity. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider joining the Jest Nation and let's grow together. If you would like us to discuss a certain topic, kindly let us know. You can DM us on our social media pages, or you can comment down below. That's all for today. See you on our next one, and don't forget to check out our previous videos. We have different topics. Perhaps it's something you're looking for. Before perhaps you put down whatever you want us to discuss, check through from our existing videos and playlists. See you on our next one.